Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network. It's Friday. It's Degen Power Hour. We're combining Prop Party, Degen Power Hour. So we're going to cover it all. We're going to cover Prop Party first, then Underdog Dailies, then DFS, all for Super Wildcard Weekend, one of my favorite weekends of the year. We'll do that all in just 1 minute.
Fanspeak, where the plan runs deep. The team grind hard, don't eat, don't sleep. From best ball dreams to DFS streaks, they help you print money every single week. Fanspeak. No cap, no gimmicks, we breaking limits. NFL bets, yeah, we live this business. Degen Steve, that OG vision. Yeah. Draft room killers on a lifelong mission. More stress to the Sunday spread. Fanspeak's that voice that's inside your head. Best ball, DFS, NFL bets. They built it brick by brick, no regrets. Fanspeak. Fanspeak team. Printing money since day one. Fanspeak. Forever.
That's right. Hopefully we print some money. Wildcard Weekend. Yeah, Wildcard Weekend is one of my favorite weekends of the NFL calendar. So I'm so excited to talk to, of course, Tyler and Steve. Do Prop Party first. And like I said, then it'll be a full Degen Power Hour because then we'll hit the Underdog Streets. Then we'll hit DFS to round it out to make sure we're covering all our bases for Wildcard Weekend. I think I had a poll in the chat. What's your favorite Degen, version for Wildcard Weekend? Is it bets? Is it Underdog Dailies? Is it DFS? Is it like us? Just a little bit of everything. But yeah, as you're coming in, be sure to hit that like button. If you're watching on Twitter, come over, say hi. We appreciate. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, of course. We appreciate everybody or people jumping in already. We got our guys Steven, WC, GM, everyone. We got Mike, Rob, good to see. Always good to see our guys, Stephen WC and Mike, Rob. So guys, how are we doing? How are we feeling? I'll go to you first, Tyler. How are you feeling about Wild Card Weekend?
I'm feeling good. I mean, my team snuck through after that missed field goal on Monday night. So they're playing another Monday night, or they missed it on Sunday night. They're playing Monday night. And there's some good matchups in here. I mean, me and Steve were talking about the Bills-Jags matchup before the show started. I think that's probably the best wild card game of the whole weekend. Might even decide the AFC like we were talking about. But then like the Chargers Patriots, like you're going to learn a lot there. Are the Patriots actually real? Is that record real? They played a bunch of shit teams all year, so we're going to find out if they're actually good or not. And then a couple teams on the NFC side too are going to be good matchups, so we shall see.
We got, again, Stephen WC, Mike, Tim D, who is a Patriots fan. I'm a big Drake May lover, so I'm hoping his Patriots make it through. But I do like the Chargers too. So, but I think that's going to be a fun game to watch too. Good to see you, Tim. We got Kelly in here. So I think she's asking this to you, Tyler. It is the Steelers is Tyler's team. Steve and I are unfortunately Washington fans. Had a fun run last year, but I don't know. So good to see you in here, Kelly, as well.
What do you guys think about your team getting rid of Kingsbury? I don't think they should have.
Don't like it. Don't like it.
That feels like a panic move after a bad injury played year.
Fire coach who might have left via getting hired,
Yeah.
And if he got hired, so be it, go forward. But it's not like the Bucs got rid of Josh Grizzard. Nobody's looking to hire him as a head coach.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think the fact that he's getting head coach, I didn't like it. There's a lot of like behind the scenes rumors that upper man, the front office. And so that's Adam Peters. I'm not an Adam Peters fan. So it sounds like there was maybe some tension there. I don't like that Adam Peters has, I don't trust Adam Peters. I don't, I wish we had Drake May. I wish we had some other things. I don't think we should have traded for a bunch of old players. So I'm not an Adam Peters fan, and it's getting a little worse and worse. I would love to see if they could get Mike McDaniel, but he's already gotten head coaching Titans and Cleveland, I think, head coaching interviews lined up. So don't know that we'll get that. And then didn't the Lions already contact him about interview? I mean, my God, Mike McDaniel in the offense, the Lions offense. I know everybody's like, minds are blowing about that, but Steve, how are you feeling? Because then we do need to get right to the props here.
Yeah, no, doing well. I think this is a great matchup of every game. The Rams is the only one. Again, Tom and I were talking before the show. Rams is the one game that I feel like we have a very good idea of who's going to win, and I agree with Tyler. He said the Rams, I think, are going to win by 20, and I kind of agree. I think they're pissed, and they are going to take it out on the Panthers.
Yeah, absolutely. Kelly, I think Kelly must be a Steelers fan as well. No, Tim Daniels is absolutely extremely talented for sure. I just don't know how many full seasons he's going to get. I think the best ability is availability. But no, we do have a fun wild card week, and I agree with you guys. I think the only game that we're really like, I don't know, that's going to be much of a game. It's the first game, Rams versus Panthers there in Carolina. But I think we have a very fun slate where, and this is what I've said all year. I feel like this whole NFL season has been so fun, the cinema graphic, whatever. It's been so entertaining for me. I love the parody, and I feel like it's going to carry through to the postseason. I wrote a playoff best ball article up on the site. Of course, check the link in the description. Our Substack, our Degen Substack is only $34.99 for the whole year. Best ball season is right around the corner. You get rankings for basically every single format. And then in the in season, like now, you're getting emails from us almost every single day for Underdog Dailies, DFS, and bets. So yeah, I wrote a playoff article, and I just think the parody is going to carry through to the postseason. We absolutely have no clue, and I love it, of who's going to the Super Bowl, and I absolutely love that. So any other thoughts, guys, before we get to the props? Because I want to make sure we have time with Tyler here to get to the props.
Nope, that's it for me.
All right, perfect. Well then, guys, let's waste no time. Let's get right to the player props. Only 6 games, so obviously there's going to be less total props and touchdowns and parlays and stuff we're talking about, but they're very important. And again, outside of the Rams, the Rams Panthers, I think it's going to be hopefully some very fun close games. Yeah, there's plenty still props I like, even though it's only 6 games. But Tyler, I'll go to you first. What are you eyeing up in the props market?
Actually, can we go to Steve first for a second?
You got it. Yeah, Steve, what are you thinking? What are you liking in the props?
My first one, I'll start with the Rams game and the Rams side, and I'm going to take Matthew Stafford 3+ passing touchdowns plus 154 in DK. He did it. I'd have to look at 10, 11 times throughout the course of the year. He's got Devontae Adams back. He got Tyler Higbee back last week to go along with Puka, to go along with Colby Parkinson, and he'll throw to Kyron or Quorum. So I think 3+ passing touchdowns. This is a bit of a revenge narrative also, and like Carolina upset them. That's why they didn't have a shot for the 1 seed. And so I think they come out firing with Stafford.
Okay. Are you worried about? I did want to mention Saturday are the only 2 games we kind of need to pay attention to weather. Could be some rain there in Carolina and some winds. Actually, sounds like Chicago is what we need to pay closer attention to. Kevin Roth, follow him obviously on Twitter from Roto Grinders, the absolute GOAT for DFS and DGen weather. Sounds like some snow in Chicago, but more importantly, wind in the Windy City. Need to pay attention to that. So any concern there, Steve?
Not really. I mean, I think they come out firing. They want to be rolling going into the next week of the playoffs. I just think we've seen their, particularly when Adams was on the field, their throwing inside the red zone was massive. And, like I said, getting Adams and Higbee back, I just think is huge.
Yeah, no, that is huge. I agree.
Yeah,
all right,
I don't have concern.
All right, perfect. Tyler, what is your first prop?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't stepping on a trap here, and it doesn't look like I am. Why is Parkinson's yards not the lowest of the tight ends, but lower than Higbee's for this game? It's 19.5. He's topped that in 7 straight games. And yeah, he might lose a couple targets to Higbee, but the snap count, he was still the 4th highest snap counted guy on their entire offense in that game. The only guys ahead of him were the offensive linemen who didn't come off the field, and Stafford. So I still think he's going to be a big part of this offense. 19.5. We might legit need 2 catches. You might need 1 catch if he's in space. So I like the over 19.5 on Parkinson.
Oh, I think that makes a ton of sense. I'm going to go to another tight end, and against the Jaguars, I do like to look for these, passing funnels or run funnels or tight end funnels. Obviously the Bengals were the gift that kept giving to tight ends, but Jaguars are a tough defense, but where you can get over on them is the tight end position. So I like Dalton Kincaid, 40 on, what is it? Yeah. They actually have a line for 41 for That's odd. But anyways, around 40 receiving yards for Dalton Kincaid. You can approach it by, receptions or receiving, but I'll actually probably approach Dalton Kincaid by honestly laddering him up. I don't mind, honestly 50 or laddering up to even 70. He has had some big games this year. And I think they don't have a wide receiver one. That's a big problem. I know Josh Allen's going to put his team on his back, and it is a pass funnel in, going against Jacksonville. We know Bills like to run, but I still think they're going to have to pass to try to compete against Trevor Lawrence and this hot offense. So I think Kincaid's going to have to step up as the wide receiver one, essentially, and with the better matchup. So I really like laddering up Kincaid. Then Steve, go back to you. What is your next prop? Yeah.
So I'm going to stay in that game, and I'm going to go Travis Etienne rushing and receiving. We know you can run on the Bills, and we know Trevor Lawrence likes to throw to Etienne, as we saw down the best ball playoffs. And I just think that he is an integral part of their offense. Excuse me. And I know Tootin came back in week 18. Tootin saw a little bit more run, but I think that was, they had nothing to play for. So 90 plus rushing receiving for Trevor Etienne. I mean, he could get that just on the ground. We've seen many backs get that on the ground against the Bills. But I like the fact that you can build in a little receiving upside as well, given Etienne's role.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't mind that at all. Tyler, what's your next prop you're eyeing up?
My next one, he's went over this number 2 out of his last 3 games, but I honestly think he's just going to run the ball more in the playoffs just because their offense has kind of been stagnant. And that's Hurts over 31.5 rushing yards. I think Saquon's going to nuke San Fran. I think he's going over 100 yards. If you want to bet that side of it, you could do that. But 31.5 seems really low on Hurts. I think he runs the ball 7 to 10 times in this game. I think he closes it on 40 to 50 yards. So 31.5 seems a little low. I'll bite on that one.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm definitely on the Saquon side, but I don't mind approaching that. Also, I have 2 for that game, so I'll stay in that game. I think, with the coverage and with the coverages, the 49ers play, we know obviously wide receivers can get over on the 49ers, very banged up defense, but I think it is AJ Brown. I do get nervous relying on the Eagles passing game just because it's been inconsistent this year, but AJ Brown 70 plus yards. I think he could nuke as well. So I do like AJ Brown in this game as another, Saquon and Brown are my 2 favorites in that game. So I'll go AJ Brown receiving. Very interested in that. Steve, what else do you like?
So I'm going to do one for the Monday night game, Texans Steelers. And, I think there's multiple ways you can approach, honestly, both sides. But the one that I really like is the alpha, and that's Nico Collins. You can get 70, 71 on DraftKings or up to 80. 80 is plus money, plus 128. I think Steelers can be a very good defense, but one area where they struggle is wide receiver ones. We saw that with Zay Flowers. They also struggle giving up big plays. Nico Collins has a history of big plays. And I don't think the Texans are going to be able to run. Their offensive line is not great. Steelers defense, when Harmon is healthy, has been really good stopping the run. Harmon is healthy. We saw outside that first run by Henry, he had a couple more solid runs, but for the most part, Harmon and Hayward and company were boxing Henry in, especially when it mattered most. I don't think Woody Marks is going to be able to run. So I think the Texans' only chance is through the air, and that is Nico Collins.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love approach. That's the only Texans player I really trust. So I like that. I like that a lot. Tyler, what else do you like?
Some of these Josh Jacobs props seems really low, especially his receiving line. The receiving line at 13.5 here, when Chicago's defense has looked like they couldn't stop anyone the last couple of weeks. I know Green Bay has their troubles on defense too, but I think you can get some points in this game. Jacobs has basically had a couple weeks off. He says he's the healthiest he's felt in 6 weeks. I think he gets a ton of work. 13.5 on his receiving seems low. I'll take a shot on that. And his receptions, are we getting a 1.5 on that? We are, but it's minus 160, so I'll stick to the yards.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I with you. I mean, I'm trusting that he says he's healthy. He has, had some rest here to get rested for this very situation. So I like Jacobs props a lot. And I think that's a good look. He was very involved in the receiving game for a good chunk of the year. So you have to think coming back here. I think this is going to be a competitive game. So I'm excited to see kind of that. I think this will be actually a fun Saturday night game after kind of maybe a little snoozer start to the playoffs. So no, I really like the Jacobs props a lot. I'll go to we're kind of sticking with the running back theme here. I'm going to go to the other running back that if 49ers are going to win, it's going to be at the hands of Christian McCaffrey. We've seen some teams get over on the Eagles running the ball. So I know it hasn't been McCaffrey's most efficient running season, but we have seen teams like the Bears or teams that want to kind of establish it, be able to run against the Eagles, but we also know they use him as a receiver. And, Kittle has a tough matchup. The receivers have a tough matchup. We don't know if Pearsall's playing. I do believe Trent Williams is good to be back. So that would
just came across Underdog as you were giving that breakdown. He came out and said he'll be a game time decision.
Okay.
And it's a hamstring, so that worries me that he goes in and out of that game.
Yeah. No, that definitely could be a possibility there. But I knew he was trying to practice, or they were hopeful to get him back. But yeah, everybody else has a fairly, tough matchup. I trust Kyle Shanahan, just like in that Rams Thursday night game at the beginning of the season. They had nobody. Kittle was out, no receivers. It was like Kendrick Bourne and, Demarcus Robinson, and they used McCaffrey as receiver. I just trust them to be able to scheme him up, get him the ball. You could, of course, attack the receiving line, which you could get plus money at, I believe, 50 receiving yards. I don't mind doing that. We've seen him act as a receiver most of the year. He was very close to being only the second player ever to get 1,000 rushing, 1,000 receiving yards, because he had done that one other time. He just missed that. He's been utilized as a receiver. I think they're going to need to do that here to win. So I don't mind if you want to approach it 50 plus receiving or 120 plus rush receiving, but I'm trusting Christian McCaffrey to get it done after a bad game to not seal the 1 seed. I think he finds a way, and Shanahan finds a way to get him involved there. So that's one of my favorite ones I'm leaning into this weekend. Who's up now? Steve, any others that you like?
Yeah. One other running back that I'm looking at, and much different than Christian McCaffrey, but it's a low line that I think is very attainable, and that's Ramondre Stevenson, 15 plus receiving yards. He's gotten in 5 straight games. The Patriots just don't seem to trust Trevion Henderson right now, on passing downs. Henderson, who you think is more the passing down back, isn't getting many passing snaps. He's not getting many targets of late. Ramondre is generally only getting 2 to 3 targets in these games. He did have 1 game of 5, but he has 22, 55, 27, 27, and 40 over the last 5 games. So they're setting him up for success. These aren't just like 1-yard dump offs. These are times where they scheme it up, and he has an opportunity to get yards after the catch. So I think 15 is a very attainable number for him, even on 2-3 targets.
Yeah, no, I think that makes a ton of sense. I didn't realize how much the Patriots kind of weren't trusting Henderson in that. So yeah. Tyler, anything else you're eyeing up?
I was on mute for a second, but the only other thing I was eyeing up is Jordan Love's passing yards, kind of correlates with the Josh Jacobs one.
Mm-hmm.
It's 220. I bet them up to 250. If they're going to win this game, I think that their offense just kind of cruises in this one, and they put up maybe 30 to 40 points. So I think it's a big Love spot and a big Jacob spot. So that's how I would bet it if I like Green Bay in this spot.
I like both those. So we are absolutely lockstep there. I just have one more, and that is good old Kenny Gainwell. He has been old faithful in the receiving game for the Steelers. You can tell that Rodgers trusts him a ton. He was voted the team MVP. You look at his last several games when it's mattered most. He is the go-to guy in the receiving game. So give me 40 plus for plus money. Kenny Gainwell. They're going to need to get the ball out quick against this Houston pass rush and defense. And we've seen that be a big part of the game plan. Don't think that changes here. He's getting a ton more of the receiving work than Warren. So I absolutely love Kenny Gainwell, win or lose, for the Steelers to rely on him in the passing game, to continue to rely on him in the passing game. I think that's it for me. Steve, do you have anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Well, I think we covered it. And again, make sure as you're watching, like this episode, leave a comment afterwards, after the show's over. What's your favorite prop or touchdown or parlay? It's always good to see other people's thoughts. If you're watching live, of course, like this episode, make sure you're subscribed to Fanspeak Network, like Tim and Kelly and Stephen WC and Mike Robb, leave a comment on and of your favorite props, or feel free to ask any questions. We will, after this prop party portion, be doing Underdog Dailies and DFS, of course, to round out the Degen Power Hour for Wildcard Weekend. And of course, everything we land on, we will send to Substack tonight for Saturday and tomorrow for Sunday and Monday. So now it's time to talk touchdowns.
Watch out! He's got getting away from the top speed. Touchdown!
All right, touchdowns again, only 6 games, but let's talk through the touchdowns we like. Steve, I'll go to you first. What touchdowns are you eyeing up this for Wildcard Weekend?
So the first one I'm going to go to is Christian Watson plus 150 for a touchdown. First matchup between these two teams in early December. He had 2 touchdowns. Bears secondary is still the weakest point of their defense. I think second game he didn't do much, but I think he got banged up in that game. So I like going back to him, especially having Jacobs on the field. Should just give him more one-on-one matchups.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I had that written down. Tyler, what do you like?
You want me just to fire off the 5 guys I got, Meg? Because then I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah, let's do it. No, let's do that.
I like Colby Parkinson, like I talked about in the props. He's plus 250. I like Jaden Reed. He's also plus 250. I like some Dalton Kincaid, like you said, Meg.
Yep.
Plus 260 on him. Jalen Hurts plus 110, I think, is an auto bet, getting that plus next to his number at this point in the year. And then Aronde Gatson plus 250. Really like tight ends this week in the wild card.
Yeah, I know you talked about putting together a parlay. We'll build a lotto here after we talk. Are there any lotto picks that you want in? Like
my lotto play will be Jalen Hurts 2 touchdowns. We're getting 2 tush pushes on Sunday.
Okay, Jalen Hurts 2 touchdowns, 2 tush pushes. Perfect. Steve and I will build a lotto after this for maybe each day. We'll figure it out.
Don't forget to send it to me because I'll be real upset if it wins and I don't get it in.
Absolutely. And of course, check our Substack, link in the description, our Discord, but we will make sure to send it to you for sure, Tyler. Tyler, we appreciate you. Happy Wildcard Weekend. Let's cash, make some money.
Cool. See you guys later.
All right. See ya. Steve, you covered one of the ones I want. My next one, and I like the ones that Tyler mentioned, especially Parkinson and Kincaid. Those are probably some of my favorite plus money. Of course, like some juiced ones like Devontae Adams back in the streets, Kyron Williams. I definitely like those for sure. But I really like your Christian Watson call and Tyler's calls. My other plus money one that I really like is DeAndre Swift. I just think that Ben Johnson leans into his running game, when it matters most. And I like Swift to find the end zone, which is plus 160. So yeah, give me DeAndre Swift in this game. I think I wouldn't be so shocked if both Bears running backs score. I just think, Ben Johnson's going to lean heavily into the run game. That's my prediction. What else do you like?
Another, obviously Josh Allen is, to me, almost, I would be shocked if he doesn't get touchdown. So the minus 135, I don't mind. One way I want to approach it is I also think Trevor Lawrence, that he has run for more touchdowns this year than like his entire career. We've seen it particularly down the stretch here. So I actually like the idea of parlaying those two together in that game and just saying both quarterbacks get a rushing touchdown. Or if it's some crazy receiving touchdown, that would work as well. But plus 395 for both of them.
Nice. I like that.
Another one, just since Tyler mentioned the tush push, I think I know
where you're going.
Connor Hayward plus 600. Yes, that's going to be his only real chance. Though honestly, he's in 3 tight end sets, even anything inside the 5 with no Darnell Washington. He is actually out there. He is running a route on those types of plays. So there's at least a little bit more life to it than there was, say, a month ago when he wasn't on those types of plays. But plus 600 for a tush push guy. If they're inside the 1, inside the 2, he's going to get a crack at it. So I definitely don't mind betting that.
That is fun. No, I have to do that now. I just think after watching last week, I absolutely have to do the Connor Hayward tush push. Love that the brother was doing the tush push.
The literally brotherly shove.
Yeah, I love how they said that on the broadcast. Literally, the brotherly shove. Literally. Okay, Steve, how should we do this? So we covered props, we covered touchdowns. Let's build a lotto or two, incorporating Tyler's.
There was one more touchdown that I wanted to give. Do you have any more?
Let me double check. A lot of the ones I liked are juiced. Like I love Devontae, I love Jacobs, I love McCaffrey. The old faithfuls, right? Probably the other some of the other plus money. I'll just rattle off a couple other plus money that I do like is Dallas Goedert plus 180. I like that. They've just been using him very well. I don't respect that offensive coordinator. I think he's very good. And I think whenever they lose, he's going to get canned. But I do think they're utilizing him kind of like that Kelsey stuff inside the 5 or whatever. So I do like the Goddard. And probably the only other one I like, let's go rely on the old faithful, Stephon Diggs. It's a young team for the Patriots. Drake May's young, but Stephon Diggs has playoff experience. So I like kind of relying on Diggs to find the end zone at plus 165, and don't mind the Ramondre at 135 either.
Yeah, one that I wanted to give from that game also, we don't know the stats on Hampton. Sounds like he's going to play, but not 100%. Patriots are generally better against the run. How about Keenan Allen, the old man getting it done, the guy with the playoff experience, the guy with the experience, plus 320 for a touchdown? I think that's a good way to play him. If they're inside the 5, he's not out there, but outside the 5 in the red zone, he's out there. He gets touchdown opportunities. So I didn't mind that. Because I think that game has some real sneaky shootout potential.
Yeah, I love this on Mike. Stop holding Steve down, Meg. Let him fly with his touchdown props. That's absolutely hysterical. And good to see, of course, always good to see Mike. Good to see AZ Cards, Charles. Remember when I called it Goats Cards, Steve?
Yeah.
That was awesome. No, go AZ Cards. Good to see Charles in here. Hope your Underdog Dailies are going well and you're in the streets this weekend. No Washington playoffs, no Washington dress code. As a Cards fan, I can understand. Yeah, we could put the burgundy, put the maroon, we could put our team colors away for sure. Steve and I are our family's from the Pittsburgh area, but we were raised Washington fans. I have some Pittsburgh rooting interests. I just kind of want to see the old man go back to the Super Bowl, shut down the Tomlin narrative. I'm saying it now, of course, that Tyler's off the show. I'm getting
Here's the thing. I was talking to Tyler before the stream because I know it was a shock. Meg was late. But Tyler even said, and he'll probably hate that I'm saying this because he probably wanted a secret, but he even said, I think we can win this week. So, for Tyler, that's something.
That's big for Tyler. All right, Steve, as Mike said, I do not want to hold you down. Do you have an STD play for the people? What was it, Steve's TDs, or wasn't it like Steve's thought?
It's supposed to be like, I can't even remember.
Okay. All right.
But one thing I don't know, so like Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts, we know that they have the high touchdown upside. But this is an interesting slate in the terms of a little bit Bryce Young, but I don't really like that. But we've seen Purdy, Lawrence, Herbert, May has plus money. There's a lot of quarterbacks who will sneakily run for touchdowns, and some we expect. But only, essentially Hurts is a pick 'em, even money, and Josh Allen is a little minus. I actually think, like I did it for just Allen and Lawrence. If you do like a 4-man touchdown prop, quarterback touchdown prop, that could get crazy.
Are you talking about Allen, Lawrence, May, and Hurts?
Yeah, or I mean, obviously, the low hanging fruit is Allen and Hurts, but even if you didn't want to do one of them and did like, or Caleb also will run. So it's like we have a lot of quarterbacks on here who will run a little bit for a touchdown. I don't know, I was going to say pick 4 of them. I don't know which 4 you'd want to do. But I think I don't know. I think it's fun.
Okay. Well, that's going to be the STD play then. Mike says the STD is whatever Steve feels like giving out to the subs. So is that what you want to give out to the subs? Let me share what I just did, but you tell me how I changed this. DraftKings, whatever. I just did Lawrence, Allen, Hurts, May was 36 to 1.
What about to make it real crazy, take out Hurts. This is a 2-game, 2-quarterback thing. Herbert, May, Lawrence, Allen.
Oh, wait. Okay. Herbert, May. Oh, so okay. Take out the 2-game. Yeah, got it. Okay, so here, everybody, is your STD play of the week for 107 to 1. It's both quarterbacks in the first game, both quarterbacks in the night game on Sunday. Allen, Lawrence to score, Herbert and May to score. You're getting a big whop. If you just want to do the night game, that's 21 to 1, but you're getting a whopping 107 to 1. That's your folks. That's your STD play of the week. I gotta remember to lock this. I gotta lock in the STD here. May, I'm writing it down so I don't forget because I want to price it out too. May, Herbert, Allen, Lawrence, done. The STD play. Okay, so there is one lotto. Now we got to incorporate something with Tyler's. And then I don't know, like, do we do like another, we could do like another touchdown. Like I already did one where I picked like a touchdown in each game, but it wasn't that crazy. Like, cause I did some obviously like Devontae Adams, that kind of stuff. Do we want to incorporate Tyler's and do like, I don't know, like something crazy touchdown wise, with Tyler's, and then maybe then build a different lotto where it's more like props. So that way we're covering, a touchdown one and then like a props one. Cause there are some props that I would feel really comfortable pushing, like maybe CMC receiving, Kincaid receiving, yeah. So what do you think about the touchdown one? Let's build. This is Wildcard Weekend. We got to have some fun. And I'm writing these all down to put. I've already written the STD one down. I'm going to write down whatever touchdown one we come up with, and then maybe another props lotto. Find the different. I know there's a big no sweat on FanDuel. I don't know if DK has any no sweat or risk free or anything like that. But what do you think? Let's do a touchdown one.
What about? This is a keep it simple type thing, but so Hurts is the big portion of this, the 2 touchdowns that Tyler said, and then just do a single tight end, Kincaid and Parkinson.
The only problem about Parkinson is if he doesn't score, this is dead. You know what I mean? Like it would kind of be a little more fun if it was like all Sunday. You know what I mean? Or unless did we want to do? Okay, so oops. So I just did Hurts 2.
Let's do an all Sunday one. Hurts 2, Kincaid 1.
Okay, let me go up to that.
And then
we already did the other quarterbacks, so we won't do that. We won't double dip there.
You could do Keenan Allen if you want.
Oh yeah, wait. Were you talking about Keenan Allen for props or touchdown? Touchdown, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Cam Hayward would be fun in this, but that's Monday.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to do Cam Hayward and then we just take it to Monday. But then again, if that doesn't hit, then it's dead. And we could just do like, okay. So the options are Keenan Allen. What else would be crazy? You could do the old faithful of McCaffrey 2 touchdowns. I mean, you're at 132 to 1 there. That would probably be mine. Or we could do Keenan 1. What do you like better?
Let's do Keenan 1.
Okay. All right. So how did I lose that? Okay. So we're going to Old Faithful here. So we're going, the first game, Kincaid scores a touchdown. Second game, Jalen Hurts, courtesy of Tyler. Jalen Hurts scores 2 tush pushes. Then the last game, Old Faithful, he finds his guy, Keenan Allen, scores a touchdown. No, especially under pressure, he goes to Keenan Allen. So I like this. And this lotto is 109, 109 to 1. So let me again write this down because again, I will price it out. Hurts 2, Keenan 1, Kincaid 1. Okay. Now to finish off the show, Steve, how about we build a prop lotto? Let me bring over FanDuel because they have a risk-free. I'll probably do that there. Mike said, make sure Mama and Papa Shout know about Steve's STDs. That's great. Mr. Fassa, good to see you in here. Are we stacking STDs, asking for a friend? Absolutely hilarious. All right, let's bring our FanDuel grand finale here, Steve. Now let's kind of push our favorite props. And I like push props the best on Sunday. I don't know about you. We could get crazy and like push 1 in each game, but that could obviously be dead quick. I want to do something in the same vein of Thanksgiving where we got, Christian Watson pushed, and then we were on to the second game and we got Dak, and then we were on to the third game with Sweat, and then it fizzled because Jamar Chase got 110 instead of 125, but it was fun. So let's do something. What do you think? Do we do Sunday?
Let's do Sunday.
Yeah, I feel like Sunday has the most. Yeah. Okay. Let me bring over FanDuel here. And then we will get, again, this is Degen Power Hour. We did the props prior portion. We covered props. We covered touchdowns. We covered parlays and lottos. Everything will be sent to our Substack stubs and posted in Discord. So make sure your sub link in the description here. So, okay, so looking at the Sunday games here, I'll bring up the Buffalo one first. I like pushing Kincaid. What do you like in pushing in this one?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine pushing Kincaid. I think you could push a Jaguars player, but which one?
Yeah, that's like which one? Yeah. I mean, I know the Bills do usually hold quarterbacks, but I mean, Lawrence is on a tear. You could also consider pushing that, like 275 is 220, How about we throw some in and then we could always like decide what we want to do here. So I'll start there. What do you think? Trevor Lawrence, 275, Kincaid 60?
Yeah.
Or do you want to go higher?
Well, actually, I don't know about the Trevor Lawrence.
How about we just put Kincaid to 70?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we'll start Kincaid 70 in the first game. Moving on to the second game. There's a lot I like. I mean, I like AJ Brown, I like Saquon, I like Christian McCaffrey.
What do you think, Brown or Saquon? I think we should go an Eagle.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I lean Saquon, but like just because trusting, the Eagles passing game, something about that makes me nervous. But where do you lean towards?
Yeah, you just take Saquon.
Saquon doesn't always get there though in the games he should. Like he only had 68 against the Bills on week 17. But against us, he had 132. Against Chargers, he had 122. I mean, it really does come at long runs. I mean, AJ Brown has been more consistently of late. And the type of coverage that 49ers, and obviously they're just so banged up, he, can certainly feast.
Let's do AJ Brown.
Okay. Well, for both of them, you'd have to go really high. What did it say? I wagered a certain amount. That's hysterical. Where AJ Brown for this one, what we could do is we could just do like not push maybe as far, but so do you like Christian McCaffrey better receiving or rush receiving? They have to lean on him.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably receiving, but I don't know.
I know he didn't get there. I know he didn't get there last week, but I just feel like they're going to creatively use him. I mean, receiving yards has come down obviously since the beginning of the season, but I just feel like without, especially if Pearsall's not there, they're going to have to get him going there. But I don't know. That's why I don't mind rush receiving, because we have seen teams get over on the Eagles and stuff like that.
I just think it's better. Like for this, let's just take 3 players. Let's not confuse it too much.
Well, I love Christian McCaffrey more than AJ Brown. Then we'll be fighting.
Oh boy.
Do you like Christian McCaffrey? I mean, or we could just do. Steve, I'm fighting for Christian McCaffrey. So that's why I said we could like do 2 players in this game, but not push them as far, is what I'm saying. Like we could even do AJ Brown 80 and Christian McCaffrey 125 rush receiving. What do you think about that?
All right, let's do that.
Okay. And then what do you want to do for the final game? Options for me are Diggs, either quarterback rushing, Keenan Allen, just because his line's so low, and experience. Where do you want to go?
I don't think pushing a quarterback rushing makes a lot of sense, because it's either, it's just too binary. I
mean, Herbert's flown over many of times, but I wouldn't push.
I know, but those are just so tough to predict, and then you always run the risk if it's a quarterback who's ahead, you could lose 5 yards at the end on bullshit. On just
you like Ramondre rushing too, but
I like Ramondre receiving.
Oh, receiving.
Yeah.
Wait, what has he got in the I'm looking that up right now too.
He's crushed the -15 or the 15.
Let me just look that up really quick. Because Chargers are a pretty tough run defense, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Ramondre receiving recently has been, yeah, you were right. The last 5 games, 3 for 40, 3 for 27, 3 for 27, 5 for 55, 2 for 22.
Yeah.
So I like that.
The problem is the 25, obviously he got that 4 of the 5 times, but he got 2 to 3 targets in 4 of those 5 games also. So it's like you have very few opportunities to get over. It's just harder for a push line.
Well, your call. I like this look. It doesn't take much,
I know. I would just rather see somebody who's going to get, more than 4 targets.
All right. So what is your suggestion?
Either Diggs or a Charger.
Yeah, I like Diggs. The thing with Diggs is it's like he either goes way under or way over. So that's why it's like, don't even mess with his line, I was just curious what the Chargers like receptions and yards against running backs, like where they fall. Yeah, they don't give up a ton. So, okay. Yeah, I just feel like they got to trust Old Faithful in Diggs. Don't you? I mean, do you like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the nightcap here, he's got the experience with a young team. I believe, got the best matchup. Do you want to do 70, 80? What do you like in this?
I say let's just do 70.
Okay, that takes us to 60 to 1. And so, yeah, I'll probably use the no sweat token on this one here. So it's just 4 legs, 1 in the first game, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. You got Dalton Kincaid at 70 in the first game, Christian McCaffrey 125 rush receiving, and AJ Brown 80 in the second game, and then Stephon Diggs bringing it home for 60 to 1. And so again, all these, the STD, the touchdowns parlay, this prop party lotto will all be in the Substack and Discord. So be sure to check that out. And we'll have other props and parlays as well. We'll send Saturday tomorrow and all these, and as with them. And then Sunday, of course, Monday, we'll send tomorrow. So I think that covers the prop party portion. Steve, did you want to bring over Underdog, or did you want me to bring, or how to do a couple Underdog drops?
Give me a second and bring up Underdog. Okay.
Good to see Eddie in here. What is going on? A lot of good Discord conversation. Speaking of Underdog, Coolers, who's been absolutely crushing the Underdog streets, gave some really good notes in Discord. So again, check out link in the description for our Substack. Get over to Discord, join us. I mean, it's just stuff you can't put a price on, is, just interacting with other sharp people. So I know you did Underdog rankings earlier this week. I've been doing more of the Saturday only and Sunday only, but you want to jump in a Battle Royale, right?
Yep.
Okay, which obviously covers the full 6-game slate. So
yeah.
Maybe I'll let you count it down, and then go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to enter in 10 seconds. And in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter. And
all right.
Waiting on one.
So yeah, Steve, I was bringing up Substack too. Steve wrote, we have the Underdog article up from this week. His rankings for battle royales as we're doing. We have the DFS survey, which I'll bring up before we talk DFS to round out the show. I put up a playoff best ball strategy. We'll get up Steve's top plays tonight. We will get up again the Saturday bets tonight, and then of course tomorrow, Sunday, Monday bets, all on Substack. Check it out, link in the description. But Steve, bringing up your Underdog rankings, what have you been leaning into most in these drafts?
In the first round, I am kind of going. I have McCaffrey ranked over Puka, but I think it's a coin toss between the first 2 players. Here's ADP. Let me start by ADP. Then I have James Cook, Josh Allen, Saquon, ETN. I like taking Adams above ETN, but again, kind of coin toss. So I think I like taking running back early because I do think running back thins out a bit more. And I generally, even though there's only 6 games, I'd say 75% of my drafts, I still want to have 1, 2, 2, 1. Yeah. So that's my general feel, but Yeah, and if I don't take Allen in the first, sometimes I take May in the second, but I'm generally okay waiting until more like the third. That's where I have him ranked. So,
Do you take Lawrence then a lot? I mean, I would imagine.
yeah, I mean, it's also with only 6 games, 12 teams, like stacking, especially with some of these rushing upside quarterbacks like a May. Like, if I don't get May and Diggs, I'm okay because May could run for 2 touchdowns.
Oh, Christian McCaffrey.
And same kind of same with Lawrence. Like,
All right,
Lawrence
love
is
that.
easy
I know
stack.
T-Box is a big underdog player. I didn't see anybody else I recognized in the chat. So do you tend to go, could you hit the green tab? Do you tend to go 2 running backs in a row? Because again, I've done a bunch of underdog drafts. Well, I was doing a bunch of playoff drafts, but I've done more of the Saturday and Sunday only.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little more higher on like Swift and Ramondre than the current ADPs. So because I do like getting 2 running backs. Gainwell, I don't mind taking late. I mean, guys, you can take any of these other guys super late if you want. But a lot of times I'll take two running backs in my first 3 picks, essentially.
Yeah. All right. What are we looking here? 2 picks away.
Adams, Jacobs, or Kyron, then Nico. Like Kittle is fine, but
it's got a tough matchup. Okay, so
tough matchup.
Monte goes and Jacobs goes. Damn, I was going to say Jacobs was my first choice. Yeah, I'd say Kyron over Nico.
Yeah, and to me, obviously Corum shares some of the workload, but if Kyron gets the 2 touchdown run out, and since we didn't go, Puka or Adams, we're kind of betting on the running game getting a bit more of a workload, so it works. So with the 3rd round pick, I'd kind of be fine with Nico. If Kittle's still there, that'd be fine. May, because May you can get Henry late or something. He goes. So Nico, Diggs, Parker Washington to set up a Lawrence stack.
I'd be honestly fine. I'll defer to you. I'd be fine with any of those 3 receivers.
Yeah.
I'd be actually super excited.
If Nico's still there, that's unique. He's not.
Okay.
I'll go Parker Washington over Diggs just because the stack option is still there.
Okay, so you're queuing up Lawrence. Does Lawrence go around here? Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if we don't get him, it's not the end of the world.
No, but he is kind of my preferred target just because you don't have to pay super, high price getting him in the 4th round. Because everybody else has. Okay, nice. Wait, has everybody taken quarterbacks or no?
No, Big Billy TO4 hasn't.
Okay, yeah, let's take I was gonna say I didn't think we could wait like that situation, but
I mean,
all right, then I
could risk it if you want, but
could I see the board? I gotta see the board. I can't. The board thing. Sorry, I said that so rude. I'm so sorry. Okay, it's just us and Billy. Doesn't you never know. He could still take Lawrence, so I'd rather just.
I would just take Lawrence.
Yeah.
I don't mind in these drafts late. If you get boxed out, taking Caleb.
Yeah.
Because Caleb's easy to stack up.
All right. So what are you thinking here at 27? I actually think the receivers dry up more than the running backs.
Yeah. I mean,
don't you? I mean,
Warren Jennings is there. I think I'd take him.
Could you hit the orange?
I mean, Luther Burden goes so late in these, which is insane to me. I think Luther Burden, even with the Dunze back,
as I say, it doesn't concern you with the Dunze back.
No, I think they're both above DJ Moore.
Is Christian Watson gone? I assume.
Yeah.
Can you scroll down just a little bit? Oof. Yeah, I don't love it.
I like Jennings.
Jennings, I mean, they have a tough match. Can you go to tight end and is Kincaid gone?
No, Kincaid goes late.
All right, if you want to do, I mean, we also have McCaffrey though, Steve. I don't know that.
Well, if you want to take Kincaid, or do you want to take Burden?
Just make sure we get something. I Kincaid or Burden's fine.
We'll take Kincaid.
Yeah.
I actually think there are some scroll down receiver options.
Okay, so list them. That's the whole point of this exercise. What are your favorite scroll downs?
Well, I think Jaden Reeder Dubs, DJ Moore, Badunze. Like these are scored, like they are almost never drafted.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
I think Coker in a very negative game script. I think Jaden Higgins.
Yeah.
I think this is more if you have Allen, but Brandon Cooks, I think, is a very viable scroll down option. He, last couple of weeks was in there quite a bit. With Josh Allen, doesn't sound like Palmer's going to play. You got deep targets in the Eagles game and got behind the Eagles secondary, which is theoretically one of the best in the league. And then you could take like an MVS total scroll down option because Metcalf's going to get Stingley the entire time. So it's like maybe some other receiver gets a big 60-yard touchdown. But DeWan Jennings is still there, or Burton.
I was like, Meg will not risk it. needed Kincaid there. Yeah. So what do you want to do here?
I'm fine either way. I think Jennings, particularly if Pearsall's not there, but if not, I think Burton is a really good play. We could double stack Jacksonville if you want.
No, let's go Burton. I like the Burton call.
So this is what I mean about scroll down because a couple of these guys are going to go. Probably Jacoby Myers right here. No, I guess not. He needs a tight end. So, like, these guys are not 100% drafted.
Yeah. Yeah, I think one of the Bears receivers gets there, as they have. It's just I have with Rome back, I have a tough time predicting which one, but yeah. I like the Burton scroll down. Did you want to do one more and then head to the DFS streets?
Yep.
Okay. One more. If anybody wants to join us, we are doing one more battle royale.
And I'll do one more battle royale, and then I can do a Wildcat also if you want.
No, let's go over to the DFS streets.
Okay.
If that's okay.
I will count it down. I will enter in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter.
Shout out to Kix with a $10 super chat. We appreciate you, Kix. Thank you so much. A little happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday with a $10 donos super chat. Very, very much appreciated. We appreciate all you guys, but that was very, very kind and appreciate it. Let's get some good mojo rolling in here for a wild card weekend and hopefully some, some successful screenshots here during wild card weekend. Mike Robb, who a lot of super chats from the great Mike Robb, shouting out Kicks for that. But happy Friday to you, and thank you very, very much. We appreciate you.
Yes, and speaking of Mike Robb, he is in this draft with us.
Awesome, very good. Okay, so Kicks, go Bears. So there we go. A little burden, go Bears. Let's get some good vibes for Kicks here. Like it. No,
I think the Bears win, and I like Burden, and I think the rookies come through big for them. Burden and Loveland.
Yeah. Loveland has a tough matchup though. Do you still like him?
I think the Packers defense in general is not the same without Micah Parsons.
Sure. Yeah.
Get off the field player.
Yeah. Well, I'm rooting for Bears Kicks. I think Bears win too. Again, but I think it's gonna be a close one. I think it's gonna be a fun Saturday night game.
Agreed.
All right.
What do you want here?
We go Barkley?
Cook or Barkley, it's up to you.
Barkley. Go the other side. We did the McCaffrey side. I kind of think both running backs get there in that game.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel comfortable enough going from just like the prop push yards perspective because he definitely gets there when he breaks off long ones, but it feels like contingent. And aren't we still waiting to hear if Lane Johnson? I think he's
questionable,
questionable, but I think it's trending in the right direction. There's a chance. So big offensive line stuff we have to watch in that game for both Trent and
Do you want to double up here with ETN?
What do you think?
I kind of like it. I know his rushing has been hit or miss of late, but he's still getting the attempts, right? 14, 17, 16.
Yeah, let's go that. That's fine.
And he's utilizing the red zone, and Bills can suck against the run. We know this. So
Would be fun if we could get May here in this one, since we, took Lawrence in the last one, and we already have ETN. I know they could sometimes pass to ETN, but
Yep.
okay, May
Nope.
goes.
He's gone.
Well, do you want his receiver and Diggs, or do you want Watson in that game?
I'll leave it up to you. Kind of lean Watson, but
I like both, so you pick. I like both Diggs and Watson.
let's go Watson.
I mean, Kicks just gave you a $10 dono, and then you're taking Watson to smash on. We still think the Bears are going to win. So
Yeah.
there we go. And check out Bruni tonight. I'm sure he'll be in Bears gear. They're on at 10 o'clock Eastern tonight. Andrew is a coach of his son's team. So 10 p.m. Eastern, Degen Dad's covering you for all wild card bets, props, touchdowns, against the spread, underdogs. They got you covered. And Bruni is right there with you, Kicks. He'll have his bear down gear on.
What do you want to do here?
Let's go Diggs. He came back to us.
Just wait on quarterback?
Yeah. So what are our options going to be now that if we're,
Well, unfortunately, it's two quarterbacks with the running backs that we have.
I know. So
and then Colson Loveland's already gone, so it'd be an unstacked Caleb, an unstacked Purdy. Love would be stacked Herbert, and we could do Gadsden.
kind of don't mind the unstacked Caleb call, but I don't know. What do you think here?
Yeah, I kind of like the unstacked Caleb because we have the Watson bring back, and so it's like,
Yeah.
you know,
I feel like there's a lot of tight ends, so I'm fine taking them last each
yeah,
time.
I like that. A lot of times I'll take like Higbee or Parkinson, and it's like if one of these Rams tight ends get 2 touchdowns, you're just winning.
Yeah, and I mean, I like Goddard, though we do have Barkley. I like Schultz. I like Freiermuth. I mean, I
like all these guys, really. Even Gadsden. I know it's been quiet of late.
Yeah.
Some of that Herbert has not been the same since he got that injury.
We got Bruni in here. We were talking about Bruni, and he arrives.
I really like taking one of the Rams tight ends.
Go for it. You pick which one. I'm going to catch up.
They are not owned.
Catch up with chat. So I talk about Bruni being a Bears fan with Kicks, and he arrives. Again, 10 p.m. tonight, Degen Dads. I'm picking all Packers players in DFS. That way the Bears will win. I love it. And then, Bruni's supporting. The Bears love. Appreciate that. 10 p.m. What the heck? You'll be fine. Mike or Andrew, TD King's the coach. He's the coach of his son's team. So coach will be back by 10 for Degen Dads. The true Degen Dad coaching on the sidelines and then coming and giving our fellow Degen some winners for Wildcard Weekend. With Bruni, of course. And again, we're rooting for Bruni and Kicks for their Bears this weekend. All right. So yeah, you like Parkinson here?
I mean, I think it's tough.
If you have a choice, wouldn't you go Higbee or?
Well, like Tyler said, like Parkinson got more snaps, like Higbee got more yards, Parkinson got 2 touchdowns. Like honestly, I think it go either way.
Yeah.
I think Parkinson will be lower owned of the two, so I'm just gonna do it for this one.
I like Mike's pick with Goddard. Let's read our team and Mike's team, and then we'll get over to the DFS streets to round out this Degen Power Hour for Wild Card Weekend.
So we went running back up top, Saquon Etienne, Christian Watson, Steph Diggs. Wait on quarterback, took an unstacked Caleb. Hopefully he runs one in to help make this work. And then
or could just spread it the hell out,
Yeah. And then Parkinson, if he gets 2 tuds, could easily be tight end 1. And we got him in the 6th round, and he's not even 100% owned. Mike went Cook, Kyron Williams. So again, running backs at the top. Devonta Smith, T-Mac. Then he got Jalen Hurts and Goddard. So he has a nice little Eagle stack going with 2 top running backs and T-Mac.
I like that, Mike. Good luck in the UD streets. Youth basketball starts Wild Card Weekend. We all got to step up. Steve, I'm going to bring over our DFS survey just to talk through some stuff, and then we can just do a fun build or something on DK before we get out of here. So let me share. Of course, this is from the Degen Substack. As you can see, just a little taste of what you get. We're sending articles pretty much every day. We sent for this week, we've sent Underdog Dailies, DraftKings survey, playoff best ball. Tonight, we're sending Steve's top plays, Saturday bets. Tomorrow, we're sending Sunday, Monday bets. So you're getting something every day. And then, oh, by the way, best ball season will be here and you'll be getting stuff, several articles per week, plus, of course, best ball rankings. So you go to the survey. Let's talk it through, Steve. So Saturday slate, your stacks are Stafford, obviously double stacked, Caleb, double stack, you're looking Burden, Loveland, Love, Watson, Reed. My favorite is just pretty much simple. I'm doing Rams onslaughts. Now I'm kind of rethinking it a little because I really am coming around on, maybe a cheaper Caleb and he runs one in or something, or a Love double stacked or something like that. But yeah, I don't feel as strong about the Saturday slate, like quarterback stack. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think one thing you can do just to make yourself unique, because it is at this point on a 2-game slate, it's just raw points. And if it's like if you take both Rams receivers or like Adams and tight end, you could get almost all Stafford's touchdown upside.
Yeah.
And if Caleb or Love gets more combined yardage, especially like Caleb's rushing, because that's something Stafford doesn't have in his bag, and they both throw the same touchdowns. Like maybe Caleb just outscores him by 1.5 points, and then you also saved money as well. So yeah, I do actually see that as a very live way to play it.
Yeah. And then value plays, you like Watson, Burden, Coker. We're the same. Those are my 3 favorite values as well. I really like those value plays. Spend up, you like Puka, Josh Jacobs. I'm actually going to do a Puka fade just with the tight ends healthy, Devontae Adams back and healthy, just saying they get the red zone targets. Puka gets like 7 for 80, but it's not enough to be optimal. So mine is Jacobs and Devontae Adams, like not spending up for Puka. I assume you're going to mix it up though, too.
Yeah.
Okay. Biggest fade. You were both fading Dowdle. I'm kind of fading most Panthers outside of Tet or Coker. Favorite defense, obviously Rams. But anything else you want to do, talk through in the build here before we discuss Sunday?
Yeah. So, I do think just real quick, and this will also apply to the 3-game slate. And I want to point back to the Thanksgiving slate versus, say, the Christmas 3-game slate. And just because those are so weird with so many like just bad quarterbacks. But the Thanksgiving,
I loved it. I love the Christmas slate.
But the Thanksgiving slate, it was, and this is of course more for the Sunday 3-game, but even for the 2-game, it's like get in on the teams that can score. And it was Dallas Chiefs, and it was some guys you didn't even think, like Javonte Williams was like a must play in that, and it was like Javonte Williams, CeeDee Lamb. And then Rice and Kelsey, you need to have those 4 guys, and Mahomes outscored Dak by like 2 points or 3 points. So, and they're roughly the same price. So it just worked out. And then you just like pieced around it. You got some cheap Packers receivers. If you could afford Chase, you get Chase. But you didn't have to go crazy with it, and just find the game or build structure that you want. And then, even if you're only doing like 5 lineups, 10 lineups, you're doing 5, build 3 of them almost the exact same with like 1 piece difference. Doing 10, like build 6 of them, 7 of them, and just change 1 low piece here or there. And then if you're right, you can print money. And sure, if you're wrong, you're not going to cover all the bases, but you're not planning to do that anyway. So go for an onslaught if that's what you believe. If you do think it's going to be truly balanced, then balance it. But don't be afraid of an onslaught with 5 Rams or something like that.
No, I'm definitely considering Rams onslaughts for sure. And then just taking a couple pieces that I like in the 2nd game. Okay. You want to talk through the Sunday slate? Looking at the survey, you and I had, some differences, but we're aligned on a lot of things. We both like, Allen Kincaid. You have Cook mixed in. I just had Allen Kincaid, Lawrence, Myers, Washington, and May, Diggs, Henry. So we both were pretty much aligned.
Just real quick, because I was on the Saturday and I didn't realize it was up. And you can mix it up, but this just shows like the Caleb Williams, but the Rams on like getting all the touchdown equity of Puka, Adams, and Higbee. And it's very doable. You can get any defense you want. Of course, you can mix things up and, if you really want Kyron over one of those two running back, you can do a tweak here or there, but it's just very doable. Now, if you want to do Stafford, you need to get a little cheaper maybe somewhere. But anyways, just wanted to make that point. Like it's very doable.
Can you actually scroll down a little bit first? I can't see the defense or anything.
Right now, I don't have a defense in.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Could you take out Caleb, put Stafford, and then take out Puka? I'm just curious because that's kind of something I was working with. And then take out Puka. Okay. Yeah. Like to me, I would be fine doing something like this with like, a Ted or something like that. And then, or moving Watson into the receiver and doing like, could you move Watson in the receiver and do Kyron? Is that possible?
Yeah.
I like that. I think if you make a big stand on Puka's not the optimal, he's 85% on, you know what I mean? Like that's the ownership, could be different as of tomorrow, but I'm probably going to do something like this. So just something I'm thinking about. All right, let's talk Sunday. So let me just get to the chat. I'm assuming Jeff missed a underdog draft, but good to see you in here, Jeff. Hope you're doing well and good luck Wildcard Weekend. Hopefully you find all this helpful and be sure to check out all the things in our Substack. Any concern about Stafford playing outside in questionable weather? We kind of asked you that during the prop portion, Steve. You didn't seem too concerned overall, especially like, we know Devontae's famous for the 1-yard touchdowns and stuff like that.
Yeah. So like for Stafford, I gave the prop 3 Stafford touchdowns. I think it's fine. I think it probably limits his ceiling a little bit. And so for like, if you're playing all 6 games, whether it's in the Underdog Dailies or the DraftKings, like full slate, I would have I would ding him a little bit there. In the 2 game, he could still end up as quarterback 1 and worth it if he's quarterback 1 by a couple points. You probably want that even with the more expensive play. So I'd ding him maybe a bit for the 6 game portion, but if you're talking about the underdog Saturday slate or the props or just the 2 game slate on DraftKings, I don't really think it's a big issue.
Oh, no worries at all, Kicks. No, that's a good question about the weather. I think that's good to talk through. And let me see what Kevin Roth has for now. I definitely think he has Chicago is more concerning with the wind. I believe he has it at yellow. Yeah, Carolina is yellow. Watching the rain. Again, this is Roto-Grinders Kevin Roth. You can find him on Twitter too. But watching the rain now within a high resolution models, we're getting better understanding of timing. A latest model showing steady morning rain, scattered showers in game. Good chance of rain at some point, but it doesn't look as likely as like a soaker game. More on and off showers and winds to 10 to 15. So that's definitely better than, massive wind or like a total soaker. Yeah. So that's good. Definitely wind concerns in Chicago. Obviously watch the total if it comes down at all, and watch the total, and just pay attention to updated Kevin Roth reports basically. Okay, so Sunday, we both love the Bills Jags game. We both like the May Lawrence Allen stacks for sure. We both like spending up. Christian McCaffrey, James Cook, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley spending up at running back essentially. I'm fading Hurts and the Eagles receivers. You talked about, though we talked about AJ Brown, and I already put in the no sweat bet. So hoping AJ Brown at least gets there with 80 receiving yards. But I don't know that I just don't trust AJ Brown, or excuse me, Hurts enough. So yeah, that's kind of talking through some of our survey here.
One thing I'll say in Hurts stacks, for a lot of these teams, I will, because it's only either 2 game slate or 3 game slate, double or even triple stacking. Hurts, I kind of only want one receiving option. Like it could be Hurts, Barkley, and a receiver, but not like Hurts, Brown, Devontae, and Goddard. I don't think I'm going to go that route.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I think that makes sense. All right, so we both love the Jacksonville Bills game. Do you want to build out a stack with that just to kind of show what we're thinking?
Sure. Do you want to go Allen or Lawrence?
I think there's more flexibility with Lawrence, but either way, you can keep Bart CMC in there. I mean, doing Cook Bart, I'm just worried about, like, I like Kincaid as the biggest run back. I just worry about James Cook, and they're so donkey sometimes about using him more. Like, they should use him more in the passing game.
Yeah.
Jags are just tough to run on. So I like Barkley in the matchup better. I like Kincaid a ton. Where do you like to go from there? Who's your stack partner, and do you double stack Lawrence?
So another thing I mentioned, and you mentioned it for the 2 game, but also for this 3 game, just because receivers, I mean, like, Brown's expensive, relatively expensive, but everyone else begins to be like, Jennings 56, 55, 50, all these guys are fairly cheap. That still doing 3 running backs, on these slates could be the play. So I did just want to mention that out. I mentioned that in the survey. But yeah, I like starting with McCaffrey, Barkley, for sure.
Okay. What are your favorite receipt? We won't fill out the whole thing, but who are your favorite stacks with Lawrence? I lean double stacking Myers and Parker Washington. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think, I know Brian Thomas is a little cheaper, but just more inconsistent. I like the Myers, especially if we're not, and probably not doing Strange with Kincaid.
Mm-hmm.
So I like taking it from that approach as well.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I don't know your favorite defense, but then, you still have reasonable stuff you can do here,
Oh, yeah. I mean, even if you were to do like the Patriots, because the defenses here are more flexible. But
yeah, you're left with 5,400.
Yeah.
With a double stack and a Kincaid bring back the 2 top running backs. This is kind of like the shell that I like working with for Sunday.
Yeah. And, I think Shakir's fine. Like a savings guy is like a Brandon Cooks. For sure, you could do it like if Pearsall's out, like a Kendrick Bourne, if you need to save some money. But, you don't even have to in this kind of build.
Yeah, I think there's enough reasonable at 5,400. I think there's enough reasonably priced receivers, or you could do a 2 tight end build if you think this is like, Tyler was talking about how tight ends tend to get these playoff slates. Like if you wanted to do like Goddard or
this would be a time to do Goddard if you're fading out, if you're not doing like Brown and Smith, like do Barkley, Goddard to get piece of that, and
then 67 you could do Dig,
Dig.
So, I like that.
There's definite ways to approach this.
All right, we have a request, and then we do need to get out here. I have a deadline that I need to finish up for one of my contract jobs, but one more UD, Steve, you call it. He's asking for the BR streets.
All right, I will do it. I will count it down.
You want to bring it over, that one over, or do you have that?
Yeah, let me stop sharing this, and I will bring it over.
Steve, not into the big tight end build. You want to do one more BR. We're doing it, Jeff. Get ready for the countdown.
All right, count it down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter.
All right. Hopefully Jeff got in with us. If Mike or anybody else wanted to get in with us, we're waiting for one more, and then we will head out. And again, later tonight, Steve's top plays, and Saturday or full wildcard weekend bets. And then tomorrow, Sunday, Monday bets will be hitting your inboxes. If you're a Substack sub, link in the description, also posted on Discord. All right. We're at the 4 spot. What's your handle, Jeff? Did we get you in here? If it's Jeff, no, but if it's something else, no, I don't see anybody I recognize, but Jeff, let us know if you did get in with us. If not, I hope you're crushing whatever room you're in. So we did 2, 3, now we're at 4. All right. I need to wake up to finish work. That's for sure. But But again, also don't forget, as we're waiting for this to fire up, and Jeff, let us know if you are in here with us. Be sure, come back in less than 4 hours, 10 p.m. Eastern, Degen Dads, Andrew, Justin, full wildcard weekend, props, touchdowns, sides. I don't think it's sometimes totals, dogs, because you covered every way for wildcard weekend bets. So if you want to do Allen in this one to mix it up, because we didn't do that the last 2 times. We did like a Lawrence one and a Caleb one.
Yeah, I'll do Allen.
Let's mix it up. Yeah.
I'm fine with that. No, I like Allen because don't need to stack it.
Yeah.
If you get Kincaid, great. But
I'm obsessed with the Kincaid play. Hopefully it comes to fruition because I'm very locked in. I'm going to have to do like at least one draft and one DFS lineup with Knox just in case. It's like, oh yeah, you want to target the tight end, and it's like Knox gets 2 touchdowns or something like that.
Yeah.
That'll tilt me, but if we can get Jacobs, I would love that.
Mm-hmm. No, I really like Jacobs this week.
Yeah, I just feel like they've been resting him for a reason.
Yeah, and especially
this is hysterical. 10 p.m. is like 3 hours earlier than Meg posts in Substack. That is absolutely accurate. I was up till 1 a.m. writing the playoff article.
What do you want to do here?
AJ Brown or Nico. Yeah, we're Kyron, actually. Yeah,
Let's do Kyron just because running back gets thin to me.
I mean, I think right receiver gets thin, but I do love the top running backs. You're right. So.
My issue with saying that is yes, after Puka Adams, but Brown and Diggs, they have ceilings themselves. You know what I mean? They're just not.
No, I know that. I mean, I'm saying we might not get either of them, and then it gets who's after Diggs. I feel like it gets thin after Christian
Watson. It's
Devonta
Smith.
That's kind of more what I meant. I'm fine with Brown and Diggs, though. I did say in the survey I'm not going to do. I don't know that I'll do many Hurts, Brown stacks. Maybe I'll play Brown one off or something. I just do not trust that offensive coordinator. And Hurts, even though it's a good matchup, there's been so many games this year where it's been a good matchup, and the Eagles offense just.
I know.
If I were an Eagles fan, I would want him to get canned. And
Hurts made those comments. I don't know if you saw them.
No, what did he say?
He was asked why he hasn't run as much this year, and he was something like, "I just try and do the offense that's called," or something like that.
Ooh,
I can't remember the exact comment. But
yikes!
Wasn't great.
Yeah, so Mike, look for more 1 a.m. posts on Substack tonight. We got 2 coming your way: Steve's top plays and Saturday bets or 6-game bets. All right, what do we got here? 16. You want
go Diggs?
Yeah, that's fine. And then so we got one of each. I mean, I'd say Parker Washington or Kristen Watson. Since we got Allen, I kind of like having a run back of Washington.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I mean, there's other Jags later. But.
Mm-hmm. Strange has a really tough matchup, though, so I'm not as into him this week. Okay, he goes. What about you? Like Ramondre? You want to go Ramondre? Though we have Diggs. I actually like Swift a lot. I like Swift when you get to
Swift.
Let's go Swift. I just think Ben Johnson's going to be run heavy, and I don't blame him. Like you said, that the Packers defense is depleted in multiple areas, but I like Swift. And then the nice thing is I feel like he's kind of protected in game script too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, similar since Parker Washington went, I didn't realize Jacoby Myers goes this much later. I'd go Jacoby Myers if he comes back to us. I wish Mike Robb and I were fighting in Discord. No, he said he wanted Mike McDaniel. So do I. I would love Mike McDaniel in Washington, but it sounds like he's getting head coaching potential opportunities, and then Detroit's already requested. So I think it's going to be, he does have a close relationship with Dan Quinn. I would love for Mike McDaniel to go to Washington. Maybe it would reinvigorate my fandom because it's not very good right now.
The Dart lip reading scandal.
The Dart what?
Lip reading scandal.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Didn't he say basically what everybody thinks, like Stefanski or Harbaugh will likely be? Yeah. So, but I wish if Mike McDaniel went to Washington, I'd be very thrilled. Though if he went to the Lions, I would just draft an insane amount of Lions next year, which I do almost every year. So, but it would definitely move all the Lions up for sure. Okay, Jacoby Myers is my choice here. If he comes. Okay. And then maybe we can still get the Kincaid stack.
Yeah. I mean, it's likely. I mean, it's only this guy, Trey Cow.
Well, Jeff, I guess I must not have gotten in with us. Hopefully your draft went well. If not, hopefully this is a winner. Coolers in here. Good to see you, Coolers. And again, I was just shouting out Coolers earlier. Just insanely good. Well, he was insanely good breakdowns with Andrew and Justin. Had great, position by position breakdowns on the show Wednesday night. If you missed that, check it out. The Underdog Daily Drafts, Underdog Live Drafts. But just the stuff he posts in Discord, just his thought process and stuff. It's like that. It's just absolutely awesome. So not a lip reader, but I thought Dart said promo code Fanspeak. Absolutely. That would be amazing. Oh my. Do you want Harbaugh, Mike? No, not Harbaugh. Who do you want, Mike? Is that was my question. Who do you want as your head coach? Do you want? I mean, you can tell I'm hitting a wall.
Yeah, Meg hasn't started drinking yet. Gonna probably tip back some bourbon, then you should really see.
Steve, you make it sound like I have a problem. I drink like once a week.
Okay.
I do. I literally during football season, I usually just drink on game days.
Okay.
Steve, oh my God, don't tell lies to the people. That is absolutely true.
Oh my.
All right, read our team. I need to take a nap. No, I need to finish a deadline.
All right. So we ended up with Allen, Kyron, Diggs, Swift, Jacoby Myers, and Dalton Kincaid.
I like it. I like that a lot. I think we did 3 fun, different builds. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
This has been fun, Steve. We've covered Wildcard Weekend with bets, with UD drafts, with DFS, every which way. Again, we appreciate you joining us in chat. We appreciate Kicks in the super chat. We appreciate all of you hitting that like button. Be sure to check out the Substack if you haven't already. We have Kicks and Mike and Coolers and all these people in there giving this good information. Come join us over there by joining Substack. We certainly would appreciate that. Again, 10 p.m. tonight, you've got Degen Dads coming back for more wild card bets. And again, look out in your Substack email, as Mike says, around 1 a.m. You'll get our bets for tomorrow and DFS plays. So definitely look for that as well. Steve, final thoughts for the people.
Yeah, no. Good luck. I will be in Drafters some in a little bit.
You can find Steve in the Drafters streets, Mike.
But no, good luck, everyone. And again, any way you play it, whether it's full playoff best ball, the dailies, short slate, main slate, etc., DFS, and yeah, props as well. So good luck. A lot of ways to play it this weekend, and looking forward to it. I really think we're going to have a lot of fun football games this weekend. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. This has been fun. Echoing Steve, just have a awesome wildcard weekend. Hopefully with some fun screenshots in Discord. For Steve, I'm Meg, and we will see you next time.
Fanspeak, where the plan runs deep. The team grind hard, don't eat, don't sleep. From best ball dreams to DFS streaks, they help you print money every single week. Fanspeak. No cap, no gimmicks, we breaking limits. NFL bets, yeah, we live this business. Meg and Steve, that OG vision. Yeah. Draft room killers on a lifelong mission. More stress to the Sunday spread. Fanspeak's that voice that's inside your head. Best ball, DFS, NFL bets. They built it brick by brick, no regrets. Fanspeak team, printing money since day one. Fanspeak, forever.